Today, I have the pleasure and the privilege of talking to you and answering this question about how to make money in crypto and not get scammed. So before we get into the presentation, I'm going to ask a couple of questions. Why is this even worth talking about? You know, if you've been around watching news, hanging around on social media, talking to friends, it's everywhere. Crypto adoption is coming, and you can just see a couple of headlines here that we see crypto adoption is going to accelerate and boost global GDP. Guys, it's coming. We can see that hundreds of thousands of companies worldwide are now accepting cryptocurrency, doing business in crypto. Incredible headlines over the last couple of years with companies like Tesla and PayPal, and JP Morgan Chase has made major headlines changing their relationship and their feeling about crypto. Guys, goes on and on. Here's an important statistic that is really at the heart of what we're going to talk about here today. And that is, this is a statistic from a recent research paper. Crypto owners is expected to reach 1 billion this year, 2022. The number of global crypto owners is expected to reach 1 billion in 2022. That's this year, guys. We're probably somewhere around 600,000 users right now in crypto. So what does that tell us? It's a massive wave coming. You want to be in front of that wave. You want to ride that wave. You want to be the guy chasing that wave. Guys, we're going to talk to you today about how to be ahead of that wave and how to ride that wave as long as possible. So the question really is, can I make money with crypto? And can I do it passively? Can it be consistent? And can it be easy? Here's the reality, guys. Investing in crypto can be, for a lot of people, intimidating. It's a lot of basic questions that you have to answer. And for people that may not necessarily have the experience, it can be difficult and intimidating to answer. Things like, how do you even open a crypto exchange? How do you choose the right coins to invest in? And then what strategy are you actually going to use? There are a couple of common strategies. We'll touch on them real quick. We can, if we decided we wanted to participate in crypto, we could practice a buy and hold strategy. It's a long-term passive strategy where you're essentially buying and holding some tokens. There's some pros and some cons here. Most of the massive wealth built or developed or gained in cryptocurrency has come from this strategy, the willingness to buy and hold over a long period of time. There's no special training or skills needed here. You pick a coin and you hold it. In fact, some people have gained massive wealth just by forgetting about it. And it's good for small or large investments. We've all heard the story of the Bitcoin pizza, right? Somebody spent, I forget the exact number, but what's worth now something like millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Well, you can actually start small and watch your portfolio grow. But there's some cons here. There's some downsides. Requires a willingness to wait a long time for profits and earnings. You kind of have to know what your exit strategy is. And it can take a long time to know if you've picked a winner or a loser. If you're in buy and hold and you're planning to hold for years and years, you've got to really hope for the best. And then, of course, market volatility. Crypto markets are super volatile. And so it can be emotionally draining watching your portfolio go up and down. So that's the buy and hold strategy. Mining is another way of making money in cryptocurrency. You know, it's really costly, but it has an appeal for many investors because of the fact that miners receive rewards for their work. Many of you guys have heard about Bitcoin mining, made big headlines last year, particularly in response to Elon Musk saying that Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin because of the cost or the energy consumption of mining. Well, for the individual, for the average investor, for those of us on the call, if you wanted to get involved in crypto mining, there's some pros. It can be a lucrative long-term investment. It's a consistent cash flow. You're essentially in the middle of this massive wave we just talked about. And so there's this expanding market opportunity. And there's definitely some downsides. It is incredibly expensive to get started. And it definitely requires some special skills and some very unique resources. And it is a very competitive space. There's some massive major companies that are gobbling up the space here. And so that brings us to trading. Trading is another way that you can make money with cryptocurrency. And trading, many of you guys probably familiar with trading. It's basically taking a financial position on the direction of a coin. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? And if you make the right decision, if you make the right bet, you get to make a little money, or maybe in some cases, a lot of money. And some pros and cons here too. So pros are you can get some high potential returns if you get good at trading. Well, in crypto, the markets are open 24/7. So very different from some other traditional markets where they take the weekends off, they close and go home. Crypto market never sleeps. It just keeps going and going and going. So there's perpetual opportunity for you to make money. And then, of course, there's the opportunity for fast and consistent earning potential if you have the skill set to be able to do it. Now, there are some downsides to trading as well, and there's moderate to high risk of losing capital. Some people on the call might say it's pretty high. And to avoid taking losses, it requires a lot of time and training. You really have to know how to read charts, understand what's happening in the market, making decisions about entry and exit points. Takes a lot of time to be able to understand that. And of course, because it's crypto, it's a highly volatile asset class. So there's a lot of movement, and it isn't always as predictable as some of the more traditional markets. So for most people, investing in crypto can really feel daunting. You've got these these platforms that you've got to navigate. There's a whole new world of terminology and technology, crypto running on the blockchain. What is the blockchain? All of these things. And then what's your strategy to maximize profit and minimize losses? Well, guys, today, as you already know, we're here to talk to you about crypto made easy. That is the slogan for Eazybot, and we're here to reshape the future of crypto trading. A quick disclosure for us before we jump into the story of Eazybot. All information that we're going to present here today is for informational purposes only. Presenters are not financial advisors. All presenters' opinions are their own, not intended to be a substitute for financial investment advice, and past results are not indicative of future results. So we love to tell the story of Eazybot. You just heard it from the man himself. It was quite the ride, but you can actually get a copy of this story. It's amazing. We love telling it, and I love listening to it. And I love this quote from Albert Einstein. That says, "We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them." And really, the story of Eazybot is that exactly. When problems inspire solutions, genius is born. And you're going to find out why we believe that this man here, Muhammad Ali, who you just heard from, is a genius and has built a genius solution to a really, really common problem. Our vision for Eazybot is to create a bridge to the future through technology and crypto. Guys, if you remember the way we started this conversation, we talk about the mass adoption that's happening, and it is happening right before our eyes. And we believe that Eazybot can be a bridge to that future for people who might otherwise get left behind. We've touched on our values, but it really does matter to us, and we do check in with them often. We took the time to actually make the decision and to document these things that are important to us. So let's get into Eazybot. What is Eazybot? We've talked about all the different ways that you can make money in crypto. And what you're going to learn about here today is why this is ideal for new investors, new traders, people that are brand new to crypto, and people that are advanced users, seasoned traders absolutely love Eazybot. And at the core of it is that we make investing in crypto easy. We talked about all the challenges and all the different cons and things that could go wrong when you're investing. Well, Eazybot puts you in total control. Now you're in a position when you use Eazybot to gain consistent, profitable returns. Most importantly, guys, especially if you've been around the crypto space for any period of time, you know how important it is that your crypto stays in your control. You get the opportunity over time to trade crypto confidently. I'm going to talk to you not just about how the software helps you do that, but how our community helps you do that as well. And of course, it's a way to build passive income. Passive in the sense that the hard work is being done by Eazybot. You're still the investor, but Eazybot's doing the heavy lifting for you. Super important that you are in control of your profits. You can withdraw them at any time. So you don't have to ask for permission or wait for somebody to release them to you. Your profits and your funds are always in your control, and you don't need any experience. If you've never been involved in trading, you've never bought a cryptocurrency before, you're in the right place. There's probably not a better tool or a better solution for you. All right, so let's actually jump into what Eazybot is all about. Eazybot's strategy is really at the heart of what makes it special. It's a strategy that's built into the software. You can simply choose to use that strategy and you can start trading like an expert, whether you're a beginner or an advanced user. No need to spend countless hours tinkering with parameters and strategies. Use the proven strategy and you could be up and running, making profits, guys, in absolutely no time. And speaking of profits, Eazybot is designed to make only profitable trades. So if you remember when we were talking about the pros and cons of trading, one of the things at the very top of the list of the cons of trading is the exposure to losses. You can lose your capital. Well, with Eazybot, it's designed to never, ever, ever close on a losing trade. And look at that asterisk right at the bottom there. We have a 99.99% historical accuracy against this point. And the only failure in that point really happens because of some of the volatility that happens on the exchange. Brilliant strategy, a way to keep you safe from potential losses. And guys, of course, we know that the crypto market is incredibly volatile. We learned it the hard way last year. We've seen it again this year. The market can take 50, 60, 70% drops. It's done it historically every couple of years. So an intelligent person would build a solution that could actually sustain those kinds of drops. And that's what we have here. It doesn't matter how much the market drops. Eazybot, when we actually did this presentation, Eazybot was designed to sustain a 50% drop. Guys, I'm so excited to tell you that in just the next few days, we are releasing an update to the strategy that will allow us to change that number from 50% to 90%. Imagine the market crashing 90%, and you've got a tool that is still trading and making profits for you. Absolutely unheard of, guys. And that's what we're talking about here. You get to watch your profits go up no matter what's happening in the markets. And now I want to pause for a moment and actually introduce and invite somebody to come in and illustrate or demonstrate what that looks like in real life. Because we want to tell you stories here today, but I think you're going to appreciate when you see what this looks like when real trades are happening in real accounts. I want to pause the presentation for a moment and invite somebody that I've come to know, love, and appreciate. And I'm going to introduce and ask Susan, if you are ready, jump on in here and talk to us a little bit about what this looks like in real life.
Thank you, David, for the amazing introduction, first of all. And hello, everybody. It's an absolute honor to be here amongst all of you and to share one of my favorite things about what we're talking about. And it's a real example of proof of concept. So we're telling you stories of what's possible with the Eazybot strategy, but we thought we'd give you a sneak peek into an actual example. And it's from an account, from our account, actually mine and Brent's account. Okay, so one of the amazing things about Eazybot and how it is put together is full transparency. So on the screen, you see a bunch of lines of numbers and code. Don't let that make you think that it is complex. In fact, it isn't. But the purpose of sharing this with you is full transparency. The bot is actually trading for you. So there was a quick mention of some programs are scams. Maybe some of you were one of the ones that said me that you had been in programs and maybe lost some money. There's a lot of opportunities that aren't actually trading, but full transparency, you can see every transaction reported in your back office, and then you can compare it over in your exchange. So that's what you see here is the lines of actual trades that took place on this example. This was on ETC, and it started with $1,000. The first trade entry right here was the initial buy, and it was on April 7th. There was so many trades during this session that we skipped out the middle here, and then you can see the session ended here on July 28th. There's the initial buy, the initial date, July 28th, and that final trade that closed was $120.19 with a total profit of this trading session of $237. What you're going to see next is what is incredible and proof of concept of the market drop that it came through. So here is the initial trade on April 7th. During the time that that session was open, the market dropped 71.23%, all the way down here. And if you're not familiar with looking at charts and these candlesticks, you don't need to be. That is the really impressive thing about Eazybot. It's all automated. This is just to show you a real example. This is taken right from the chart. 11.7% profit was gained during this drop, during the market crash that was gained. And the final trade closed, as we said, on July 28th. Real tiny print here, you can see for proof that this was on July 28th. And that final trade amount was 12% profit. And it closed with an overall 23.7% profit. So this is proof of concept that this brilliant strategy that Mohammed put together can withstand greater than 50% market drop, as you can see.
Volatile. All right, guys, take all of that and then compound it. What I mean by compound it, I mean compound it. I mean, go to Google, type in compound calculator, pick a number. It doesn't matter what the number is. It's $100, $1,000. Well, don't start with 100. Start with $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. Doesn't matter. Start somewhere. You need to start with at least 600, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit for Eazybot. But pick a number, and then pick a period of time that you're willing to simply allow this amazing tool to work for you. Go out a year, 2 years, 3 years, and see what happens if you simply compound and earn your earnings month after month. You can use a very, very conservative number. I'm sure the question is going to come up, well, what can Eazybot earn me? Well, we've designed Eazybot to earn consistent profits. We're not going to quote any numbers here, but you join our community, you join our calls. We actually show you every single Monday. Our CEO, Muhammad Ali, is very visible, goes through accounts to show you exactly what's happening in live accounts. So we don't have to guess at it. We are showing you exactly what's happening. So you pick any number and just look at the power of compounding. Guys, you don't have to do that yourself. The software does it for you. Every single time it closes a trade, it takes the profit from that trade, adds it to the capital that's available for it to use on your behalf, meaning that you're always investing just a little bit more on your next trade. Incredibly powerful tool moving you towards generational wealth building. And of course, we haven't left out our advanced users. So Eazybot really at its core, I understands that there are 1 billion people coming into crypto, and most of them are looking for a safe way to make money and not get scammed. But there are some advanced users that have figured out how to navigate their way. They are professional traders, or you just are really comfortable with using bots. And so Eazybot hasn't left you out. We've gotten amazing customizable settings. They're about to get even better with a new update coming out here soon. And so take any of those settings, modify Eazybot to create a strategy of your own, and you are in total control. Okay, so moving on, we've got an amazing affiliate program. Not going to talk to you about it just yet. We're going to come back, and somebody else is actually going to run through that. We are really, really proud that we're a product-focused company. So I'm sure you've all been on a call where somebody's tried to sell you into an opportunity. And if it weren't for the fact that it was an opportunity, the product wouldn't even be worth your time. And this is clearly not that. We've got a product that makes you money. So we're going to come back. We'll talk about the affiliate program. But what's important to know is that we have this amazing app. If you decide to share Eazybot with others, and quite frankly, why wouldn't you? You've got an amazing app that we provide for free to all of our affiliates, all of our members, in fact. And in that app, it's got all kinds of tools and resources you can find for our members. We'll be sending push notifications for important alerts. All the previous training calls, the corporate calls. We do a corporate call update every single Monday. So lots and lots of resources there. And for our affiliates, we provide free funnel systems, so free marketing resources and tools. So if you've ever been an affiliate and wanted to share before and had no idea where to start, don't have any marketing experience, we've got that covered for you as well. So we'll come back and talk more about the affiliate program, but that's an added value. And then, of course, you're also going to hear from the folks who run our support system today. But I've got to tell you, we have a world-class support system. So not only do you have the benefit of an amazing piece of technology, but you're not left alone to figure it out, to figure out how to use it. We've got an amazing support ticketing system, knowledge base. So if you have any questions at all, there's likely an article for it. If not, we do live Zoom calls multiple times a week. You'll hear a little bit more about what our support system looks like, but know that you're not alone when you decide that you want to use Eazybot. And of course, getting started with Eazybot is easy. 3 steps to get you started. You've got to create an Eazybot account. The good news is you can do that for free. And of course, you've got to open and connect your crypto exchange. So if you don't already have a crypto exchange, you've got to open one. If you have one, then you're going to simply connect it. And then you're going to set up and start trading with our easy strategy. And so let's talk about a couple of different options. I already mentioned that you can start for free. So our free package is where everybody starts. When you create an account with Eazybot, you have started as a free member. Now, you're going to be able to trade up to 2 coins on our free package, and you get access to 1 exchange connection. Now, if you decided that Eazybot works for you, you like the experience that you're having, you can upgrade, and there's a couple of benefits to doing so. One of the first benefits is that you're going to save on something called a software service fee. So one of the ways that Eazybot makes money and pays for all of this amazing technology is that every time Eazybot closes on a trade, and those trades are all profitable, there is a 30% fee for our free members that goes back to Eazybot. So Eazybot makes you $1, you keep 70 cents, and 30 cents goes back to the company. Now, if you decide to become an advanced or VIP package user, then you actually save 10%, and that fee goes down to 20%. So our advanced package users are folks that want a little bit more diversification. The best approach to really any investment is to be diversified. Our advanced package users understand the importance of diversification. They get to trade up to 10 coins and, of course, save 10% on the software service fee. Now, our VIP package users, those are a special bunch to us, and there are a couple benefits for being a VIP. You get access to all the coins. You can trade all coins available in Eazybot today, and you get access to up to 5 exchange connections. By the way, our advanced users, 2 exchange connections. So up to 5 exchange connections, so you get to diversify your exchange connections even. And of course, you're saving an additional 10% from our free members, only 20% on your software service fees. But you also get access to one-on-one support. So I mentioned that we do a group support call multiple times a week. Our VIP package members actually get access to one-on-one Zoom support. And there's something called Founders Club that we're going to talk to you about here later. And major benefit. If you're on this call today and you're going to hear about something called Founders Club, you're going to want to listen to that and understand why that opportunity, which is a limited time, is something that you'll want to take advantage of if Eazybot sounds like a place for you. So those are the 3 options. Again, everybody can start for free, decide if it works for you, and choose the package that makes the most sense. Now, I'm going to go through a quick review of what we've talked to you about here today. We obviously want to invite and encourage every one of you to start with us, and here's what you're going to get. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you've got an amazing, powerful piece of technology that is automatically trading cryptocurrency for you. You've got an easy strategy setup. Really, we call it our one-click strategy setup. It's very simple. You don't have to understand bots, technology, trading, anything at all. Super simple. And we've got an amazing guide that walks you through it. So step by step, you're definitely going to be able to do this. Automatically compound your earnings. So not only are you earning, and the software is doing all of this profit and earning for you, but it's also taking that earning and putting it right back to work for you, making your money make you more money. It's customizable for our advanced users. So if you guys that like to tinker or have had a lot of experience in trading crypto, you're absolutely going to love Eazybot. And it doesn't matter, guys, where you start. Now, Eazybot is designed, if you're going to use the strategy that we've talked to you about here today, it is designed to use a minimum of $600. So you can start there, but you can start with a small investment of $600. And we have members that are trading well into the 6 figures, 7 figures using Eazybot and having amazing experiences on both ends and everywhere in between. And I've said this a few times, but it's worth repeating one more time. Getting started with Eazybot can be done for free. So no reason for everybody on this call today not to go grab an account and understand how this could work for you. So I want to make one distinction. I'm going to wrap up my section here, but I want to make one quick distinction about where your funds go. And this is such an important part of our discussion, because if you've been around the crypto space, we've used the word scammed here a couple of times, kind of a bad word, but most of us have tasted a little bit of that. And so it's important for us to emphasize that we don't take your funds. The funds don't go to Eazybot, doesn't go to the software, doesn't go to the company. Your funds are always going to stay in your exchange. So if you see on the left, we have a couple of exchanges that are available today. We're adding additional exchanges as we go: Binance.com, Binance US, or KuCoin. So you're going to choose whatever exchange that you'd like to use, and the funds that Eazybot is trading for you stays in the exchange. Now, what happens is Eazybot gets connected to that exchange through something called an API. An API is just the way two pieces of software connect to each other. Now, what's special about our connection to APIs is that we provide you with a trusted IP. And that simply means that the exchange, whether it's Binance or KuCoin, recognizes that this API, this code that connects this software, their exchange, to Eazybot, can only execute trades if it comes through this trusted IP. And so it's simply a way that protects you as the investor in the event that your API keys were lost or stolen. So now on the Eazybot side of things, the money that you're going to send, or the crypto that you're going to send to Eazybot, is only covering these two things. If you decide you want to make a package upgrade, you want to go to an advanced package that's $250, or the VIP package for $995, you need to send funds to cover those upgrades. That happens on Eazybot. And Eazybot has a wallet in the software, so you'll simply send it to that Eazybot wallet. Very easy to do. And we talked about software service fees. So if you remember just a moment ago, I said if Eazybot makes you $1, you pay the 70% you keep, and the 30% that you're paying in software service fees. Well, that comes out of this wallet also. And so you want to pre-fund that wallet with some crypto, because again, we don't have access to the funds in your exchange. So that 30% or 20% isn't coming out of Binance or KuCoin. It's coming out of your Eazybot wallet. And so that separation, again, is part of how you stay safe, your funds in your control. So that's the distinction there. Guys, I hope this has helped you understand a little bit more about Eazybot, why we think it's so special, and why we think it's going to transform the world of crypto trading.